Girl, not Lori Harvey snitching on Diddy and setting him up with the feds. It looks like Lori was not just Diddy's arm candy back in 2019 because she kept her eyes and ears open, secretly gathering evidence against him, especially regarding Kim Porter's sudden and suspicious death. And now, with everything else that's going on, Lori has finally broken her silence about the drama, revealing just how shady and twisted the situation really is. Her revelations caught the attention of the feds, and well, let's just say that Diddy might want to get his house in order because the feds are about to come knocking. Girl, when I tell y'all that it's game over for Diddy, you gotta believe me because things are starting to unravel right before our very eyes. We kind of had our suspicions that things were falling apart after Diddy made that public apology of that video of him putting pause on Cassie, talking about how he was disgusted by his actions. You know, the same actions that he denied when Cassie filed her lawsuit last year.
My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it, I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace.
But while we were trying to come to terms with the image of Diddy being cruel, Lori Harvey stepped up with some damaging information about what really happened to Kim Porter, and it appears like she believes that Kim Porter didn't pass away from pneumonia like her autopsy claimed. Before we get into her insights about Kim Porter's death, we need to talk about her relationship with Kim when Kim was alive and why Lori got a lot of hate after Kim's passing. When Kim was still here, she had a close relationship with Lori, so close that Lori referred to Kim as Mama. In fact, when Kim passed away, Lori paid her respects to Kim in a now deleted post, writing, "I'm having a hard time processing this one. You were such a beautiful person inside and out. I'm so glad I told you how much I loved and missed you the last time I saw you. Your energy was truly something special, an angel on earth and now in heaven. R.I.P. Mama Kim." But only a couple of months after she wrote this, she suddenly started dating Kim's baby daddy Diddy. That rubbed people the wrong way, and they started to drag Lori for being disloyal and disrespectful to Kim's memory. What makes it even shadier is that a few months before that, she was spotted out with Diddy's son Justin in the club, and they look kind of cozy. So in addition to dating Kim's ex, she was also accused of dating a father and son, which is just wild. They were first spotted together at a reggae festival in Miami, and it had fans shook. They both denied being in a relationship, but they were spotted together so many times that the denial didn't even make sense. I mean, they even went on vacation together with her parents, so the relationship was looking quite real indeed. An insider spoke on their relationship saying, "Lori has been friends with the whole family for years, but she and Diddy have gotten a lot closer over the past 6 months or so, really since Kim Porter's death, because Lori was very close to Kim too. She was grieving too, so she was really able to be there for Diddy in his grief. She uplifts him. This has been one of the hardest times of Diddy's life, if not the hardest. So anyone that can bring light to his life, he cherishes. And Lori has a way of making him smile. She makes him happy. They're good friends." But fans didn't buy that, and she continued to get hate for dating father and son. But then last year, she finally came out to deny that.
Now, so many things get written about you in the press, but I've always wanted to know, what is like the biggest misconception about who Lori Harvey is?
It's so funny because I'm so quiet.
Yeah.
There's been so many stories that have been made up about me. Like I've seen stories about me being like fully in love with somebody and we have like this whole relationship, and I'll see the guy and I'm like, I've actually never even met him before.
No.
Like full-blown stories I've heard. I've dated a father and son before.
Not true?
Absolutely not true. And I've even heard that I'm a lesbian at one point. So, you know, there's been a lot of different things.
You're
a
right,
lot of stories, a lot of misconceptions.
But even with that, she still dated Kim Porter's baby daddy, you know, the woman she called Mama. Interestingly, around the time that her relationship with Diddy became public, she deleted the post of her paying her last respects to Kim, which is just super shady. Well, now that Diddy is getting exposed, fans are now talking about her and hating on her all over again for betraying Kim. But this time, she is trying to redeem herself by revealing some details about Kim Porter's unfortunate passing, and it looks like she is throwing Diddy under the bus. While she didn't name Diddy outrightly, she hinted very strongly that Diddy allegedly has something to do with it. Diddy and Kim Porter's relationship was super toxic from the very start, and it remains super toxic for every single year of their relationship. He will often put paws on her, and on one occasion, he even broke her nose. According to a 2005 article, Diddy Combs' girlfriend, Kim Porter, was left with a broken nose after the couple argued on Combs' yacht in St. Tropez. Combs flew in a specialist plastic surgeon from Geneva after the accident. Porter has since claimed claimed that she hurt her face after she banged her nose on a table. Their relationship was off and on most of the time, and during one of their off breaks, Kim started a thing with a man called Shakir Stewart, and Diddy did not like this. An insider reported that Kim was seeing Shakir, and Diddy found out, and he went crazy. He tracked Shakir down to his hotel, then Diddy went up there without security and beat him to a bloody pulp. Don't let the shiny suits and curls fool you, Diddy will F a man up. So Diddy held such an extreme hold over her, and even when they broke up, he couldn't stand the thought of her with another man. It gets worse because a couple of weeks after that, Shakir conveniently wound up dead with shot wounds. It was ruled as a self-termination, but a lot of people don't buy this, and they've accused Diddy of allegedly knowing a thing or two about his passing. Then there's the shady part about Kim's passing. The official verdict is that she passed from pneumonia, but according to several insiders, there are a lot of things about her passing that doesn't make sense. I mean, even her family and close friends have called BS on the allegations of her passing from pneumonia. According to reports, her family was in the process of filing a wrongful death lawsuit against Diddy when they were contacted by the FBI. The source said they all had been contacted by the FBI, and 3 family members and 6 friends have been interviewed already and have been told to stay quiet. According to Kim's ex, Cassie told lawyers upon filing her own lawsuit against Diddy that she had information about the death of Kim Porter, and she has proof of the reason why Kim was. That's not all, because we also have the allegations that there is a lot of cover-up over Kim's death. And this anonymous person claimed that when Kim passed, there were questions about the manner in which she died. If they are going to say that it was pneumonia and that she passed peacefully in sleep, then why was there blood located on Kim's pillowcases and also a slight trail of blood on the bedroom floor that led to the bathroom? According to the insider, Kim allegedly passed away and was then strategically placed on the bed. Allegedly, Diddy was pulling the strings behind the scenes, allegedly handpicking a doctor to supervise her and not letting anyone else get close to her. The insider concluded with, also, the last call Kim made was to 911 at 2:43 a.m., but Kim was found passed away later in the morning around 11 a.m., according to Kimora Simmons. Even more, a first coroner found some suspicious in her bloodstream, but he was suddenly replaced by a new coroner who was quick to throw out the pneumonia diagnosis. However, a lot of people have called BS on this, like Jaguar Wright.
Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia.
Jaguar also pointed out how a lot of people around Diddy end up dying under shady circumstances, including Al B. Shore, who almost lost his life and was in a coma.
And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Mm. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died.
She also pointed out how shady it was that they all passed away while writing tell-all books about Diddy.
Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Al B. Shore was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma.
Well, word on the streets is that Lori is allegedly cooperating with the feds to figure out what really happened to Kim, and she allegedly has more than enough dirt to put Diddy away for the. Fans commented, not only is Diddy a herder, he is also a. I been said Steve was pimping that child out. Ain't no way she ran through that many men, and no one is good enough. She was smart and got away from Puffy quick, fast, and in a hurry. And Diddy knew his dirt was gonna catch up to him. Every evildoer has its day. You gonna atone for what the F you did to people one way or another. I'm glad all the victims and Kim Porter getting their justice. Anywho, y'all drop your thoughts about this in the comments, then check out this next video.